in the first fight, obviously a big win for you, but Conor did have some success early on the feet. When you see this fight playing out, do you feel like you're going to have to get through some early trouble again, or do you feel like you can handle things differently?
That's what we're here to find out.
Fair enough. And I guess I'll ask you, Nate, you know, you've been wanting these big fights, these big opportunities, big money. You get them, and then the guy that you're here with isn't, you know, doing the same thing you are, being here on time, showing up for the press conference. I mean, does that upset you that he's not here?
Nah, I don't care. It's rude.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Thanks.
Nate, it seems like this fight has a boxing match written all over it. What's your mentality in regard to, you know, being able to take his best punch and over the course of, you know, whatever it be, 25 minutes, being able to wear him down with your punches?
I'm a mixed martial artist. I like do kicking and grappling and everything. So it's a mixed martial arts fight. I always train hard to be in the best shape I can, in or out of season. So we're gonna have to get in there and see what happens in the fight. And that's what I'm here for. That's what we're all here for.
Obviously, the weight advantage you have is something that seemed to play a role in the first fight. How do you try to lean on that again and make sure that you know, repeat what happened in this one?
I don't know, but it's not that big of a weight advantage when he's talking about coming up to welterweight, fighting Robbie Lawler and taking the belts and all this stuff. And all of a sudden I got 30 pounds on him and they're making excuses for whatever. He's fought 145 pounds and 155 pounds his career, and I've fought 155 pounds in my own career. So it's, and I had a couple fights at 170. So I don't know how all of a sudden became this monstrous heavyweight against Conor McGregor just because I won the fight.
And lastly, a question for Nate Diaz. Nate, you're a very difficult fighter to finish. That's only happened a couple of times. Obviously, Conor McGregor is going to believe he's going to win the fight, but how much of a miscalculation do you think he's making in saying that he's not only going to finish you, but that he's going to do it very early?
That's what he said last time. I think he's got a lot of people around him, and he's trying to pump himself up, and he's either lying to himself or to the world about his confidence, or trying to make himself believe it. But he remembers what happened in the last fight, and I think it's a little silly, man. Got pictures of me up in his garage with him punching me in the face. Like, what the fuck? Who does that? That's like trying to make yourself believe something. That's all. I just think, you know, it's he's trying to hype his own self up, but when he goes to sleep at night, he remembers what happened the last time.
Thanks.
And Nate, speaking of titles, obviously both the lightweight and the welterweight division has seen a bit of a shake-up. New champions. You've mentioned that you're looking for big fights, but after you beat if you beat Conor McGregor, will you be looking to possibly go for a title shot in one of those divisions and become champion?
I think those guys need to get to work and do a little something for themselves, because no one even know their names. They need to. I'm not interested in those fights. I'm interested in big fights, and maybe those guys should fight each other. They want to make history. They want to fight me and this guy. It's like, do something with yourself first and make some noise and create something. Otherwise, I'm just fighting another guy because he's got a belt. I don't think that's a very big deal.
It's Ron Kruk with Inside MMA. Question first for Nate Diaz. Nate, do you feel that you exposed Conor McGregor as a better talker than he is a fighter?
I just think I beat him, you know, and I thought I could beat him the whole time. And I think that he's a good fighter and a good talker. It's whatever, you know. And somebody's got to make a scene here because nobody else is. I felt I was doing that for years, and they weren't pushing it as hardcore as they're pushing him. But I think that he's a good fighter and a talker. But
historically, you haven't done a lot of press before your fights.
Ain't no punk ass compliment either. Fucking.
you haven't done a lot of press before fights. It's almost like you guys have reversed roles. You were in the media spotlight. You did shows like Conan O'Brien, Jimmy Kimmel Live. Can you talk about that experience?
Yeah, it was cool doing all that stuff. I would have. It's more fun to do stuff like that after the fights than before the fights, for sure. You know, it's kind of hard to get on stage and joke around with Conan O'Brien or Jimmy Kimmel if you're like really looking to fight somebody in the future. It's not really a funny situation for me, but after the fight, after the matter, and everything comes out good, it's usually probably going to be a better time. But I think it's a good thing for the fighters and the sports, and you know they're starting it like the sport's growing every year, and I think there should be a lot more fighters up there doing this thing because we're the top entertainers in the world. Like I said, we got NBA stars and football stars and actors that we grew up on, and rappers and stuff, rock band. They're all the baddest people, entertainers in the world, and they're sitting there watching and talking about us at these fight shows, and it's like there's no doubt that we're the top entertainment in the world. So I think it's good, and I think it's gonna keep going up from here.
Question for Nate over here to your right. Nate, to your right. Conor has said in some media that over the last couple of days that you weigh around 200 pounds. Are you able to clear up how much you do weigh?
Yeah, I'm like 175, 200 pounds, something like that.
You also said that the game is going to change if you win. You told that to Yahoo Sports. What do you mean by that?
It's already changing.
How so? Can you elaborate on that?
If people will follow the leader, they know how to do things.
Quick question for Nate. Nate, onto your left. The podium's in the way. You know, with Dana saying that win or lose, McGregor would return to 145 pounds, I'm wondering if you have any reaction to that. I mean, obviously you're planning on winning this fight, but you did make some comments saying that the promotion did Conor a favor by giving him a rematch immediately. If you were to lose to him, now knowing that he would go back to 145, do you have any reaction to that?
Other question?
Say it again.
Nate, basically, Dana has said that Conor will return to 145, win or lose. Do you have any reaction to that, you know, based on some of your previous comments?
They're trying to make an escape route.